Am I more hungry to be Mr. Olympia? Or am I more hungry to eat like everyone else out there and therefore look like everyone else? If I would just, have a temporary joy here and eat and cheat, I'm most likely not going to make it.
People are always looking for shortcuts, or are looking for that magic pill which may change their body that they dream of. But the truth is that there's no magic trick. It's about dedication, discipline, and putting in hard work every single day. The results come from having a goal, showing up, staying consistent, and refusing to give up on your dreams. Well, that's what the champion says.
Trust me.
Yes, you were tired. Yes, I had to come back for the second workout at night. But so what? So what? I mean, it's still not as bad as working in a coal mine at 1,500 feet down below the ground and get $1 a day like they have done in South Africa when I went down to visit Ridge Park. That was terrible work.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, a name synonymous with bodybuilding, Hollywood, and determination. A 7-time Mr. Olympian, a global phenomenon, and the most iconic action movie star of all time. Now, at 77 years of age, he continues to inspire millions by staying fit, strong, and mentally sharp. But how does this legendary figure maintain such an incredible lifestyle? Let's take a closer look at Arnold's daily fitness routine, meal plan, and his unshakable mindset. But first, let's rewind the clock to where it all began.
My parents, really loved me, but they thought I was totally ill, mentally ill. There's something off. My mother went many times to our house doctor and complained to him. He says, there's something off with our son. You better study him a little bit here, because he comes home for lunch and then he does 250 sit-ups instead of eating lunch.
Right.
Then on the way back to school, he then quickly eats. He says, and then he comes home at 10 o'clock at night. He works for 2 hours down in the gym.
Born on the 30th of July, 1947, in a small village in Austria, he grew up in humble surroundings where he found his passion for bodybuilding at the young age of 15. With an unmatched drive and unwavering determination, Arnold quickly rose to prominence, earning the title of Mr. Universe at the age of just 20. Then he went on to win the Mr. Olympia title 7 times. His success in bodybuilding opened the doors to Hollywood, where he became a household name through iconic roles in movies like Conan the Barbarian, The Terminator, Commando, The Predator, and many more blockbuster movies. Later, Arnold transitioned to politics, serving as the governor of California from the year 2003 to 2011. But even now, at the age of 77, his fitness remains a cornerstone of his lifestyle.
The only reason why someone doesn't want to go to the gym when they get up is because they were thinking. That's the biggest mistake you can make. I don't think. I feed my animals in the morning, and immediately after I'm finished with that, get on a bicycle and bicycle down here. And then after, when it's all finished now, when I go and have my breakfast, that's when I can start thinking.
So, what does Arnold's fitness routine look like at the age of 77? Arnold sticks to the basics that have always worked for him, with modifications to suit his age. Here's his daily workout routine and the meal plan.
I'm gonna give you the inside information.
Arnold's daily fitness routine. Morning mobility exercises. Arnold starts his day with cardio, where he rides a bicycle for 20 minutes. It's a low-impact way to keep his heart strong and enjoy fresh air. And then goes for a run for another 20 minutes. Afterwards, he does some stretches and mobility drills to keep his joints and muscles flexible.
We never really looked at it as an important part of training. We never talked much about it. But the fact of the matter is we did it all the time. Frank and I, we would drive down San Vicente Boulevard on the way to the gym, and he would just pull over on the side. And I said, what are you doing? He says, let's just run 10 blocks down and 10 back, and then, continue driving. So that was just kind of like on the way to the gym. And then when we were finished working out, he would always go and say, hey, let's go down to the beach and run in the sand.
Arnold Schwarzenegger has categorized his workout routine to cater every part of his body. His workout plan is as follows. For the chest, bench presses, flat bench flies, incline bench press, cable crossovers, dips, body weight, dumbbell pullovers. Then for the back, wide grip chins, T-bar rows, seated pulley rows, one-arm dumbbell rows, straight leg deadlifts, squats, leg press, leg extensions, leg curls, barbell lunges, 4 calves, standing calf raises, seated calf raises, 1-legged calf raises, holding dumbbells, forearms, wrist curls, forearms on knees, reverse barbell curls, abs. Half an hour of a variety of non-specific abdominal exercises, done virtually non-stop. 4 calves, forearms and abs he does. Rear-delt lateral raises, cable lateral raises. These are the very exercises that built his legendary physique. But now he trains at a lighter intensity than in his prime. If you want to know exactly how much of representatives he does every single day and what to know his detailed workout routine, then please make a comment in the comment section so that we will create a separate step-by-step guide onto his day-to-day routine with the detailed workout plan.
In my days, we were not as sophisticated when it comes to dieting, and we didn't have the food supplements that are available today with getting definition and cutting down and all those things. We had food supplements that were really good for gaining weight, but we didn't really have much available to lose weight. So to me, my way of really getting defined and getting kind of a really mature definition, rather than just dropping quickly 10 pounds or 15 pounds with a watermelon diet or something like that. So that's not the right way to go. So I always felt like if I do instead of 20 sets, 30 sets, 35 sets of body parts. So I went all out, especially before competition when I wanted to cut down. It was to pile on as many sets as possible. So yes, you were tired, but so what? I never felt sorry for myself. Let me tell you that it all paid off.
Arnold's philosophy is simple: consistency over intensity. He emphasizes working out every day, even if it's just a light session, to keep the body active and strong.
In the morning, if you gave me just 3 scrambled eggs with a little bit of bacon and or sausage with some cut in tomatoes and onions, I was fine with that. The only thing is that 2 hours later, after that breakfast, I was hungry.
When it comes to fueling his body, Arnold's philosophy is simple: eat clean, eat balanced, and enjoy every bite. Here's a sneak peek into his daily meal plan.
I felt like that for me, it worked best when I had 5 meals a day. There's some people that can work with 3 meals. For me, 5 meals was the answer. And the reason is because I never was a big eater. I always felt comfortable with a regular sized steak. If you give me a 10-ounce steak, even in my heyday, I was happy. And to have a bit of vegetables, so to have some sliced tomatoes on it, and then some salad or something like that, I'm fine.
Arnold usually starts his day with 3 scrambled eggs with either bacon or sausages with some vegetables and a green smoothie. Eggs are a tremendous source of protein and amino acids. It's then no surprise that Schwarzenegger ate 3 to 4 eggs every morning, yolks and all. With regards to bacon, one doesn't exactly associate bacon and sausage with lean mass, but both foods will definitely help add calories to your diet. Plus, they are super tasty. In addition, he has this very nutritious fruit, avocado. Avocado delivers nearly 20 vitamins and nutrients, as well as healthy monosaturated fat. It is also delicious and not heavy. His diet plan specially includes 2 protein milkshakes a day wherever he goes.
Going to the gym, and then we'll be working out for 2.5 hours, and then we will go for lunch, and there will be a late lunch, and then we will have again a regular steak, and then 2 hours later after that, I will have another one of those protein drinks.
After hours of workout, he will have a snack such as a handful of mixed nuts and an apple or banana.
Well, I think the most important thing is that you eat the right way and that you get in the amount of protein that your body needs. I always lived off the formula that for every pound of body weight, I want to get 1 gram of protein. The challenge, of course, is that how do you get this 250 grams into the body and have the body take it all in rather than just letting it go through.
For the second meal, he will have a steak and some vegetables with brown rice. Brown rice is a popular source of whole grains and is not only nutritious and packed with fiber, but it reportedly decreases the risk of type 2 diabetes. In addition, he will have his second protein shake of the day as well.
I would have 2 times a day protein drinks. So wherever I was, I would pull out of my bag a little plastic container that had a cup on it that you usually use at the bar to mix things at the bar.
And I would have my milk in there, and I would have my protein powder in there and everything like this, and I would just close it up and then put it in my bag. And then I would be sitting in the classroom, and I would just pull it out, shake it up like that. Everyone would be looking kind of, what the hell is he doing now? And I would be shaking my protein, then just like a bartender doing all the little tricks, and then I would drink it, close it up, and put it away.
In the evening, he has another snack which consists of a banana smoothie and a handful of cashew nuts and almonds.
Major smoothie recipe. First, almond milk. My ladder, plant-based protein, chocolate flavor. Ladder, greens. An egg. Banana. And of course some cherry juice, which is good against muscle soreness.
And for the final meal of the day, he has lean-cut grilled beef, with 1 large baked potato, 1 large salad with mixed greens and vegetables, plus some salad dressings and mixed vegetables.
And then also knowing the nutritional part, because you got to realize that the body needs protein, it needs carbohydrates, it needs fats, but what is the balance? So that is also very important, that you figure out not what is the rule out there. So that's important to know what's the rule, but that's not the only thing that's important. You got to figure out also what is it that is working for you, because what works for you may not work for you.
His pre- and post-workout supplement and protein shake intake plan is as follows. Before he starts his workout, Schwarzenegger has 1 serving of this energy drink inducing his muscle formula. After the workout, it's time for his protein supplement. After the protein supplement, he mixes 2 scoops of this ultra-microfiltered protein with 6 to 8 ounces of milk. Sometimes he has another one of these after his 3rd meal of the day as well. He also helps himself to a nighttime recovery formula, which assists for a better sleep.
I have cut down my meat intake by around 70%, and every so often make my barbecued steak. I think it works because when you get older, then doctors always will tell you, especially if you have a heart condition, so they will always tell you, I said, look, cut down on your meat intake, cut down on your meat intake. And so I did. I started, just eating mostly vegetables, and at night having a soup or some cucumber salad or something like that, rather than having chicken or having meat or steak. But I still love my steak.
In recent years, Arnold has cut down his meat intake and has embraced a plant-based eating by incorporating food like lentils, beans, and tofu into his meals. This is mainly due to his age and also because of the heart surgeries he's had. The doctors have advised him to. He says this shift has boosted his energy and his overall health.
When you have already had a pump behind you, or a bicycle ride, or a run, or a tennis match, or whatever sport you do, you gotta get this out of the way, because then you feel good for the rest of the day.
What sets Arnold apart isn't just his physique, it's his indomitable mindset. Arnold believes in setting big goals and chasing them with unwavering determination. Arnold's mindset truly sets him apart. He lives by a few key principles. Stay hungry. Arnold believes in setting new goals and always striving for more, whether it's fitness, business, or personal growth. Discipline is key. Consistency and discipline are the bedrocks of his success. Help others. Arnold spends time inspiring others, sharing his journey, and encouraging people to prioritize health and wellness. Adapt and overcome. As he's aged, Arnold has embraced changes in his body and adjusted his routine accordingly.
I used my body kind of like as an experiment, basically, because I would do a certain exercise, 40 reps, 40 times, to know where will I be sore the next day, and then I would write it down. I wouldn't believe just what the magazine says, because everyone needs a different training. So I followed Reg Park's training, who was the Mr. Universe 3 times, and he was in Hercules movies. So I followed his routine, but I wanted to know exactly what works for me. So slowly but surely, I dissected the body and I studied very carefully, and I figured out all of the exercises that I needed to do in order to be the best.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's life is a masterclass in resilience, ambition, and staying young at heart. At 77, he reminds us all that with the right habits and mindset, we can achieve greatness at any age.
You don't have to lift heavy. That's the key thing, because remember, at a certain age, you start getting into this wear and tear of the joints. It's unnecessary to go and try to outdo the lifting and all that stuff. I'd rather see you doing
12, 15 reps an exercise because you're not competing. Doing it as strict as possible and to do many reps and many sets and to do it the right way and to gain the muscle size rather than to just torture yourself and to have injuries and all that.
From his humble beginnings in Austria to becoming a global icon, Arnold Schwarzenegger's journey is a testament to hard work, determination, and the pursuit of excellence. At the age of 77, he proves that staying fit and strong is a lifelong commitment. So, take a page from Arnold's book and keep pushing towards your goals, no matter your age. What's your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger moment? Let us know in the comments section. And if you're feeling inspired, hit that like button. If you think this video is useful to anyone, then make sure to share this video with them. Then click subscribe for more incredible stories that would inspire your journey of health and happiness. And before we move on to the next video of another inspiring fitness legend, you can listen to one last practical advice that anyone can follow from Arnold, the legend himself.
But all of a sudden here, the gut sticking out to here. It's the simple rule is, whenever you eat fattening food, so you get older and your metabolism slows down, where does it go first with the guy? It goes to the stomach. But also when you now go on a diet, the first place that it leaves is the stomach. The first place where it will go is at the stomach. Remember, 200 crunches every day is a must. Do some bicycling, obviously some cardiovascular work, but also work out with the weights. And then of course, don't forget to do the vacuum. Practice the vacuum. So that when I'm gonna stand up right now, you stand like this, and you hold it like that.
Arnold certainly had the last laugh.
One and only Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Winning a world record 7 Mr. Olympia titles before retiring from the sport.
And I would like to announce officially that I'm retiring from bodybuilding competitions. I would like to thank you all for supporting me. I only stopped competing, but I'm not stopping bodybuilding. It's the greatest sport. Thank you.
I tell people that what makes you sometimes not be successful is your fear of failure.